Right everybody, back on fabbing on Zodi. So right, I've got sill here, remainder at sill that's going on. We're all prepped up over there. I mean, I don't know how well you can see. I'm sure you can see me here, I'm pretty positive. And so all this head just buzzed up and cleaned up. So's this one. So obviously we can put it on, and then I'm going to punch holes now. Now I'm fortunate, I mean you can drill them by hand, but I'm fortunate I've got this tool. Just a punch. So all that does, onto edge, done. Saves me half my life, but I have to do this probably a lot more than the average guy who's having a go at it. So I'll just show you on this bit. Take it, you can see it, all this bit. Obviously I'm going to do it a lot. And then I'll take you on at car. So there we go. That's that punch. So obviously they'll be, when it goes on, you'll see that as video carries on. I mean I can carry on and show you all that, but there's no point. So let's go on at car. Come on. And so what we've got here, as you can see here, we've got, it's all coated up now at weld through. Now we've gone down back of that bit there as well. Now this is basically toolkit that I use. Obviously I use this bodywork primer, which is an oval one, for like such as stuff like, because I can weld through it. I mean you can use your your other stuff, your silver spray on if you want, but this is just a bit of extra protection for it. Really good this, and then once it's in there, it's waterborne, it don't crack off, it don't get affected by heat and all. So oh, we have small rollers. These are 65mm or something like that. They call them a 2-inch roller. Because they can be quite expensive if you like buy them from like a B&Q. Go to Crown and get them. Standard brush and a fancy brush like that. That's like when I'm up in under scuttle panels and all stuff like that. But these are quite expensive, these brushes. But as you can see here, something like that can get right in. And also with your long reach roller here, you can also get right into a fly paint. I mean, you'll have situations where you can't get behind first and you want to get some protection on. So, just a standard tray, you can use hard it can. But if you look at this now, it's all coated up. You can see it's all presentable. It's all behind the scene. What I've also done here, where I've got this jacking point, I've put another gusset top at top. So, all that is a bit of extra strength in, because your sill lands here, lands up here, and then that's spotted on, as you're all going to see as video carries on. So I can weld straight through these, but I'll show you know what I do with my spot weld drill, and now I'll show you it's Clyco as well. Now this one I got existing, so I've had to do a little bit of tidying up around it, but we haven't got into that. It's holding back end on, doing job, so we're pretty good there. So next time you see, we'll have sill up in place, and I'll be starting to weld, and everything will be sweet. We'll obviously pick up onto this. What is it here? This is your anchor for your seat belts. It's very important that is welded through the bottom. So, and then we'll build that last bit in round there, but you'll get to see it. So I'll see you shortly. All right. Right, I'm going to pull you back in now. As you can see here, I've got sills on. It's all tacked on. We tack round here, tack round here, tack round here. Well, I don't know how well you can see me if I'm dipping at it. And I'm also spotted under here, but also I've run seam weld through bottom. Simple reason now being, they want everything seam welded. So when he's underneath car, every time it's all seam welded. So I'll just go back over my area, but I'll get a better look. And there's another thing I want to show you as well. So if you come on in, right. This is all what we've got done up here. This is now stitched up. If you notice, there's a gap there. It's probably a couple of mil. Now, reason being, I want maximum penetration here. And another reason I'm going to show you this as well. I mean, let's go round rest first. So, everything all spotted up. We've got some spot welds on top. We're right here because, show you that. That's what was there. So put that back in situ. If you give that space or a gap, we're exactly on right spot. So, but I'll remake that bit anyway. But you'll see that as I carry on, as I fetch you back in later. But let's take it under here. So, couple of spots on and a seam. Couple of spots and a seam. So it's all tied up now. Car's strong. jacking point slightly down, but when I buzzed up this edge, I'll just seam it down there. That'll be end of that. It's not that detrimental. But what I do want to show you, somewhere I've got a straight edge here. I don't know what I've done with it. I did have, unless it's over there, but let's leave you gawping at that. Oh, it's here. Right. Now what you get here, and you get it on a lot of these cars, if I put that down there, right, there's a slight bit of a dip. Now can you see, it's not a lot, you know, and I put some more heat in, it started to come back out. But sometimes you get a problem here, and what it is, it's because of this cross member here. So when you first weld it, she'll dip in. Now, all the cars are like that when they're made, because when they spot welder this, it pulls car here, so obviously floor panel go in, bit outer sill, that'll come on as it all comes, but you always get an element of discrepancy here. Probably see it a little bit more there. I don't know if I can get you at right angle to see it, but you do get it from, but it ain't bad. But if you ever get of a concern, because I mean I've split it here, but I wanted to split it here because I've got strength here on this cross member. That's why I did what I did. So, but if worst case scenario, put door on, you've got a slight line, because don't forget that the Coke bottle, they're quite bent here. So as you look, you'll see it as you look down. You can see there's a slight bend in them of cars. But if you're struggling, I'll show you. Well, I don't think I might have to do it with this one, but you'd split that, pull away you want it to your door, just weld it back up. That's it. Your trim's here for the bottom of your door, so you've not so much got a problem. But I'm going to get all this welded up now. Finished, done, dusted, and all that. I'll clean it all up. So it's under there, probably fully seam it all the way down, because that's what we've got to do now. And then I'll knock these bits up and I'll pull you back in, and that'll be that area gone. And so I think we'll then bog off up scuttle, so at that, and then we might even do floor, we'll see. But I'll pull you back in later, so see you in a bit. Pull you back in onto this bit, because I've just made this little piece here. I'll explain this to you. This is a new sill and it's got this fold here. So you have to, a lot of them don't have this fold if they put other sills on the flat, so this all gets changed. So what you've got here, let me shift that light back a bit. I know. Right, so all I do here is like that. I mean, I shrink that side, I put an angle on through here, and then I'll shrink that side, and then I'll cut here to pull my centre a bit tighter. I don't know if you can understand. I don't know if you understand. You can see where I've just ground weld up there before I've tidied it up, and then that'll give me that, twist me round, that gets me to there. Then I'll tack them corners, and that one will be different to that. So a bit of pulling around with pliers, and then tack bottom on, get a bit more angle, and pull your top in line. Bear in mind this has got filler all over it, so ignore that. Worked at steel, and then tidy that up, and then all I do here is a piece in here and tack it up. So I'm going to now weld all this up, and then I'll put a groove in here through my weld with grinder so it looks like it's joined on. Tidy all edge up, weld bottom to sill, and then obviously it all gets closed up from here. But it's all what is it? All primed at Backery, so there's not a problem. So, but I thought I'd just better show you that, and to just get that shape. I mean, what I've done with this one, just to get that runner arch, I've just put it on bead roller and I've put a groove in back to shape, and then I've just forced it round with pliers to get shape. Bit like, well, it's a bit very basic about how I've done it, but to be honest, I don't know if there's a right way and a wrong way with any way anybody does out. So, but if just do whatever you're comfortable. But that's how I always close this bit. But when a lot of other sills go on, like I said, they don't have that fold, they'll go here. So you see a lot of these arch shape, and they put other arches on. It just goes on and on. So, but I'll pull you in at the end when it's all primed up and done, and let you have one final look at it, and then that's this bit out at road. Oh, right. We sorted. I'm having a drink. So I've only got I've just made a bit of a bench to tidy up there. Then put another line around the tank, and that's me for today. So we're all done now. I'll show you around it. I've got piece back in. I've made this corner as you saw. That's all. It's all ready. All welds are grounded up, cleaned up. Everything's sweet. So we'll get epoxy next on this. But I'll either go inside, or I'll probably go at air post, get that out of the way, and then I'll just drop in floor pan, and then this one's history, obviously, other than chucking paint on it, which is it's not a big deal. Now I've done with all this messing. I mean, I've a little plate to do on this wing, which I'll show you, because that's quite interesting, because I actually do a repair panel for that. So that wing, bottom wing. So it might be if you've seen that one. So look at that, but let's show you around then, and I'll put this light on so we can see a bit better underneath, and then I'll show you where we've got, what we've got to and what we've got done. Drop camera. I know you can all tell my unbelievable camera work. Let's get that out of it. I don't think we need that just a minute. So that's all this done, all sorted. I mean, that needs a slight round off to match that, but it's just I'll do it with seam sealer, and I will put a little hole here so outcoming that arch can get out, because that causes problems there. So, but that's sorted out now. It's all steel. Put a line through where it's sill mark, so you don't need to bother there. There'll be a little bit of touch of like dollying up and messing, but a lot of fill around this area in this car. To say it's had a set of arches on, so plenty of room to feather in. And then we come through here. Got a nice neat joint here where I've joined on. Nice neat up through sill step there and through where trim goes. And we've also got a nice joint through here. I mean, I ain't got to have a fuss about bits like that. I mean, I can get them a lot neater, but this is all good, what you see. So there's probably very little filler needed. And then if you look underneath, you can see I've left this bit yet for when I'm down up floor, because I'm going to buzz along bottom edge. But everything's cleaned up and nice, sorted up to jacking point. We're all welded up. Come a bit nearer with this light. Let me see. That's welded across front. Oh, we're right up to the back. Everything's sweet. A couple of runs here, they'll just flat off obviously when I'm doing. And then underneath here, well, you can see that's drain hole. But you can see I've ground 2 flats off where I've put seatbelt fixing on. So that's everything sorted, and that's ended all this carnage and put right for, well, a hell of a long time. I mean, if he keeps it up with a bit of preservation, a bit of lanny guard and that, it'll well outlive me by a long way. So if you like this video I've put together, give us a like. I mean, subscribe to the channel if you want to see this, because it is carrying on, this car. You know, there's a fair bit to go yet. There's all this carnage, and there's something floor to sort out. And like I've just mentioned, the bottom of the wing here needs a repair. So it'd be worth watching. And if you've got any comments, just pass a comment, because you know I'm always up to something with these Mach 4s that's of interest surely to some people. So take care everybody. Like I say, give us a like, subscribe, and pass a comment, and even share if you can. Thank you very much. Bye for now.